Pittsburgh, you have won the toss. Do you receive or defer? You elect to receive. Hello. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. It's football season. And as I thought about football season and some of the things that happened during the season and the games with Little League, football and pro football, college football, and I'm always trying to come up with topics that I think will be relevant for our young men. What came to mind is that you should never allow yourself to get in a bad situation or a situation and then you act badly. Always put forth a positive position in whatever the situation is. By that, I mean when you watch Little League, sometimes the parents get angry with the coaches and they cause a scene. In college and pro, sometimes the players get all excited and they begin to throw punches. They may get mad and knock over the bench, knock over the bottles of liquid that they have for their refreshments. And so that's not acting positive. And you should never allow yourself to get so angry and your adrenaline to just get so boiling up inside yourself that you would act in a manner that when you look back on it, you're embarrassed for yourself or a family member. So it's always important regardless of what it is. It doesn't have to be sports, but because it is football season, I thought that was a good example. But it could be anything. I mean, someone cuts you off in traffic. Your boss asks you to hurry and get a project done. They need it by 11. You take it to their office and they're going to lunch. You ask your kids, you only have one chore to do, and that's to take out the trash. And when I get home, make sure you have taken the trash out because we have to get right back in the car and get you to football practice or whatever. And they get home, you haven't done that, and they just lose it. So they lose it, then the whole rest of the afternoon is just awful because they're mad. So they're driving mad and they're driving, and then the entire time they're taking you wherever, they're fussing, they're letting you have it, and they may want a stop sign. Anything could happen because they've gotten into a situation that has turned negative. So I just would like to put that out there. Just think about it for a minute. When was the last time a situation came up and I could have handled it differently? It ended up just exploding. People were staring. And later on I thought about it and I was really embarrassed. Has that happened to you? Shoot me some examples in the comments and let me know some things that may have happened to you. I've seen it happen in the grocery store. You get in the grocery store and you're in a hurry. You get in the line that's 10 items or less or 20 items or less, and the person in front of you has 50 items, and you, I gotta go. Why would they do this? Why would they do this? Okay, people are not watching the person with the 50 items. They're looking at you because, like, why are they acting like that? Because you have choices here. You can either put your items back, look for another line. If they have not started to ring that person up, say, excuse me, I know you were here first, but I have an appointment. I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I get in front of you? You might have 1 or 2 items. So you can handle it in different ways, but it can come out to a much positive situation, and a situation that will make you happier with yourself, the people around you happier, and it would just put off for a better situation. This is how sometimes we have people have bad accidents on the road because a little small thing turned into road rage. uh, and it just explodes. I know an example of a guy, two guys. They were gassing up at a service station, and one wanted to get by, and the other one wasn't quite ready. They had words. The first guy uh, sped off. The other guy followed him, shot at him. He thought, oh, I'll just scare him, is what he said later. But he actually killed this man. Over what? They had time to stop and get gas, so they had time. It wasn't that important. So that's an example of letting a bad situation turn negative and just explode. So now that family doesn't have their loved one, and the other man is in prison. So this is another time when it's important to stop. I've talked about that before. Stop and think before you act. And then always remember, you never know who's watching you, and you want to be proud of yourself if no one else is. So your actions speak louder than any word ever can. Every day you want to build your best life. So stop allowing actions to turn negative. Regardless of what the other person are doing or how you're actually feeling, stop, take a breath, and make that into a positive situation. I hope this has helped, and I sincerely hope that you'll send me some examples of a time when this has happened to you, so we may have another segment on this. Have a great evening, and thank you for tuning in to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. Have a wonderful day.